Join us as we take a spin into Uptown to discover a musical treasure trove. This is the Uptown Normal Show on ICN 5.
Welcome back to the Uptown Normal Show. I'm Matt Dratt. In a small corner of the middle of Uptown Normal is a phenomenal place, North Street Records, and Jeff Wilson. This is a new location for you guys. You guys used to be in a little bit of a different spot in Uptown. Tell us where that was and kind of what brought you to the process of moving to this new location.
Well, we used to be just a block down the street, right across from the Normal Theater, and it was a great little location, but we kind of outgrew it the day we moved in, but also they're going to tear that down and do more improvements for the Uptown. So our landlord offers this place, and I must say it's a bigger and better place.
Now, you are kind of unique in this circumstance because there's a lot of vinyl on the wall behind us all over the place, and the difference between the digital age that kind of we live in right now and the vinyl age, and are you really kind of just a niche store here, or do you find that really people are interested in the kind of products that you guys have here?
People are really interested in records again. I think the advent of digital makes CDs kind of disposable because you can download CDs for free, but records are more of an artifact, more of a collector's item. They sound better, and what can I say? CDs are convenient and records are cool.
And you do have a lot of cool stuff here. Tell me a little bit about how you guys have accumulated, frankly, this substantial collection of records here.
Well, sure. We buy, sell, and trade all the time. We buy huge collections. We advertise all over. We do record conventions in Chicago, garage sales, you name it. You know, if we can find records for a decent price, we're going to go after them.
Now, do you find that you have had more traffic now since you've moved to your new location, and what do you kind of attribute that to?
You know, we are almost twice as busy now. A lot more foot traffic down here, I'm sure because of all the improvements and the new restaurant across the street, but also because we're just more visible. There's more people walking around, more foot traffic, and it's just a whole lot busier these days. I've been down here about 20 years. You know, I used to work at the landmark Mother Murphy's for about 20 years, and this is the busiest summer I've ever seen down here.
Let's talk a little bit about what we have here at North Street versus perhaps kind of the box stores in town. Even some of those are beginning to carry albums again, but what's unique about the experience here at North Street?
Well, you know, Best Buy and places like that are starting to carry a few more newer records, but they don't have the back catalog we do. We carry a lot of records that are out of print that you can't find even on CD nowadays, and we like to make sure they're mint condition, so everything you buy in here is 100% guaranteed. Anything that's not in very good shape, we sell it for really cheap, for $1. We don't guarantee anything under $1, but the dollar section is probably our most popular section. A lot of people buy them just for the covers, hang them on the wall. They're really cool, you know, they're like mini posters, and college students especially love cheap records.
Now, I noticed just kind of looking around here before we started, you have, again, a lot of different types, not just albums, but you have 45s. Do you guys find that you pick up those kinds of things a little bit more than maybe full albums? Or, I mean, and also you have some VHS tapes I noticed too. Do you guys, is it hard to find some of these more collectible items here in Central Illinois?
Not really. You just kind of have to beat the bushes. VHS is kind of a dying format, so we're starting to see a lot more of those. Matter of fact, I think CDs are going to be a dying format before you know it, just because of the advent of digital. And that medium is going to go away along with DVDs sooner or later, just because of computers and downloading and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, records are more of an artifact, and they're more permanent, and they sound better than CDs, especially the old CDs. Old CDs weren't mastered very well. They didn't really know how to do it yet. The whole entire Beatles catalog sounds like garbage compared to an old record, because the records were made to sound good. The CDs were just rush released onto the public because major companies wanted you to know that records weren't being made anymore so that you would buy their CDs. There's a whole lot more profit margin on a CD than there is a record. So that's where that all started.
What would you say probably is, of all the different kind of genres that you guys have here, what maybe do you have the most of, or maybe some of the more unique things that you have as we finish up here?
Well, mostly we carry rock and roll, blues, and jazz. We specialize in rock and roll records because I'm a fan myself, and that's the main reason we do this. Is when you walk into a place like this, you can tell we're all real fans. We're fanatics. A lot of people go to a couple other competitors up and down the street, and they realize how hardcore we are, and they would rather sell it to us because it's more of a feeling, you know.
Now, again, tell us where your location is and the hours, because we want people to get in here and get a chance to see the phenomenal collection that you've got.
Well, sure. We're at 117 North Street, and our hours are usually 10 to 6. On Fridays and Saturdays, we keep it open till 7, or if there's a lot of people, we won't even close at all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jeff. Really appreciate it. What a phenomenal place. If you have not had check this out. Right here on North Street, here in Uptown Normal, you will not be disappointed. This is the Uptown Normal Show. I'm Matt Ratt. Don't go away. We'll be right back after these messages, so please stay tuned.